Hi there, welcome to my channel where I take you on tours of unique homes. In today's video, we're going to be touring one family's amazing tiny home, and I'm going to be watching this episode along with you via a movie night powered by Jackery. Jackery has sent us the Jackery 2000 to power our movie night, so let's get started. The Jackery 2000 V2 solar generator is an effortless solution for home power stability, providing instant power with no installation. With 2,200 watts of output, the Jackery can power large household appliances and should be more than enough to power my popcorn machine and projector. It has a low temperature resistance that ensures efficient performance in conditions as low as -4 degrees Fahrenheit, perfect for a crisp fall evening. It charges and operates quietly so as not to disrupt our film, and with just 2 hours of solar charging speed, Jackery is ready to join the party with a last-minute invite. The foldable handle and lightweight design is ideal for transport without taking up too much space.
Hi, my name is AJ.
And I'm Amanda, and this is our tiny house. Come on in. This is our kitchen. It's not so tiny for a tiny house. It's been awesome because we cook pretty much everything here from scratch. So it's been great. We added a lot of small things that I'll point out because they've been really helpful in day-to-day stuff, such as like the fruit basket. We can fit so much stuff here, and it's not on the counter, it's not in the cabinet. It's like, we see it, we eat it. And we added this little bar. This was like an IKEA find, and there's all of our utensils here, so it's very convenient. We have the 2-burner induction, so we're able to cook a couple things at once. We thought about adding like a third plug-in hot plate if we needed it, but we haven't needed it yet. The oven, it's been the oven's great for pretty much like literally everything you'd have in a normal kitchen, we have in the tiny. So much storage, like it's wild. Everything's maximized space-wise. There's a ton of storage for everything. We have the nice deep kitchen sink, fits a lot of dishes, and then we have the dishwasher, drawer dishwasher. You don't usually see these in tiny houses, but it's awesome. I will say, as a family of 4, we'd run it like twice a day. We go through phases where we run it or we wash by hand. We need a big one. We thought about replacing it, but it still comes in handy and it's great in a pinch. And this is our water filter. So we have an outside water filter on like the whole house, so everything's filtered a little bit with like a normal cheap filter, and then we double filter our drinking water with the Berkey. So we use this for drinking water, and my husband built a bunch of shelves too. So I wanted to like maximize the pantry space and put it in jars because we use jars for drinking and everything. We have like, it's a decent sized fridge for a tiny house. It's not super tiny, but it's done really well for us. And then my husband built some pantry shelves, which have been a game changer. We do have a microwave in here, which I love that it's kind of hidden. More pantry store, like there's just a ton of storage in here, which has been awesome, like all of that built in. And then we have the bathroom. We have a washer dryer combo. We usually line dry our clothes. But we also have the dryer here too, which is great. The litter box, my husband built a shelf to put the washer dryer on, and the litter box goes underneath it. The cat doesn't mind it. We don't have like all this precious space being used by a litter box, so that was great. We have our wardrobe, which we have all of our clothes in, and both my husband and I have all of our stuff in here. Like it fits a lot. We obviously minimize some stuff to get in here, but it fits a lot. And we have a bathtub shower combo. The tub is shorter than usual, but it's deeper, so it's actually more comfortable than like our last house where the water barely went over my legs. I love to take baths, and I've taken many baths in here. It's been awesome. Both kids, believe it or not, fit in here together. It's great. We have a ton of built-in storage. So we have, this opens up. There's 2 big drawers here. Like there's just so much space to put stuff. We didn't have to downsize like supplements and stuff that we wanted to not downsize. So our toilet situation is a little different because we just moved the house. We were off grid, so we have a composting toilet in here still, but we have everything fully plumbed for a normal toilet. So we figured if we're here longer than we expect, we'll put in like a normal household toilet. So now we're in the kids' room. So the kids' room, ideally this would be the living room of the house, but because of the 2-year-old, this is our kids' room and the living room is kind of upstairs. So we have built-in shelves for books. We have a little dresser, kind of tiny house-friendly dresser for Arden. And then Tenson has his clothes there, some toys here. So we have a loft bed for the kids. We're nervous about the full-on bunk bed, so this has been low, which is great. So we have one mattress on the floor and one on top, and they sleep in their bed and they play in their bed, and it's like a part of the room. Sometimes the bed gets pulled out and they jump behind it. It's a whole playscape. All right, and I'll show you our loft where my husband and I sleep, which is up the stairs. So this is our loft where we have a king size mattress up here, which is awesome. It was actually really funny getting it up here. It was like our biggest move. We ended up buying like a vacuum seal mattress bag and like sucked all the air out, rolled it up and like threw it up here. It was awesome. It was actually really cool. But we have a king size mattress up here. We didn't want to sacrifice that because sometimes the kids will end up in bed with us. So that's been great. We have built-in bookshelves here. So we have lots of books. 3 windows in the loft, which is fantastic. When we open both like sides, like the cross breeze we get is amazing. And then I'll show you the other loft, which we're using kind of as a living area right now. Hi, you wanna go up the ladder? And then for the ladder loft, when my husband's here, he pulls it down. When he's not, I have a handy step stool that I keep here. So we keep the ladder up because of this little guy. We didn't have to want to worry about it. And also it opens up a lot more space. So up here in this loft, we actually use as like a living room space. We have a futon mattress. So when we've had guests, we can just lay it out. And otherwise it's kind of folded up like a couch. We've got a little TV up here, and so it like swivels off the wall. If we want to have like a family movie night, we can do that. This little contraption is my husband's Xbox. He didn't want to let it go for the tiny house, and we found this like, I don't even know what it's called. It's like a little box that fits the Xbox, so he's able to like do it on a laptop basically. Didn't have to sacrifice that when he wants to play. But yeah, this is just kind of an extra space. We don't use it that often, but we have it when we need it. When the kids get older, this would be one of our rooms. We'd both sleep in the lofts and we'd have the downstairs living room. So up here, we needed something for baby proofing because we trust him more now, but he was younger when he moved in here. And we bought a retractable baby gate. So we like mounted it to the wall and we like latch it on the other side. There's a thing in the middle so no one can go under it. And you can lock it. It's very secure. So this has made us feel really good about having this like open loft. So when we do need to close it, we have that option. And I have helpers when I put it back up. So we also built a baby gate that attaches here. I guess we use it more for the pets than we do the kids, which is funny. We have a mini split. It's an 18,000 BTU. It's like huge for this space, but it's done really, really well. It's helped keep the house cool when it's 110 degrees outside, which is awesome. And speaking of the mini split, there's a fan here, which helps push air into this room if these were closed. So airflow hasn't really been an issue because of all the fans that we have. So another project we recently added was this table. We didn't really have a place to eat when it was too hot to eat outside. So now we have this. There's 4 of us, so 3 of us will sit here. And my husband will usually sit right here on this step where Tenzin is. And this folds down too, so if we don't want it for some reason, we can fold it down, which I think will come in handy with like the ladder if we decide to leave that down. So what drew us to tiny living was I've always been more of a minimalist where I didn't want like a bunch of stuff, and we value nature and spending a lot more time outside, and I like the idea of like smaller space. You're kind of pushed to be outside more. We looked into building and it was so expensive, and we need like at least 2 sleeping areas. And we're not like DIY people, so we didn't want to build it ourselves. And so we ended up finding one gently used. It was like a year old when we bought it. Paid $95,000 for it, which was a lot, but when you compare to like brand new tiny house builds, like we had a hard time building a smaller one under 100.
My favorite is the openness of it. Somebody could be reading in the master bedroom loft and we can still kind of converse. You could have privacy if you want, or you could just have peace and quiet if you want. And then we still have the niceties that a regular house would.
It's changed our life and our idea for our future, because even though we're different than a lot of people, we know that we can live in a smaller space and that we actually enjoy it. My advice is to just do it. Like with young kids, it's been a game changer, because it's like with it just whatever aligns with your values. A lot of our friends and family kind of feel like they kind of questioned it and like, are you going to want to do that? Why would you do that? But once you name like your family values and what matters, it's an easy decision.
Looking at all the stuff that we had, realizing that we didn't really need all the space to put the stuff and all the stuff that was in the space.
Thanks for watching this week's video, and thanks to our sponsor Jackery for making this movie night possible. Checking on the display screen of the Jackery, it's at 40%, and with that amount of battery, it can power my projector and my popcorn machine for the next 2 hours. Search for Jackery 2000, Jackery 2000 V2, or Jackery 2000 Plus to learn more about this new product. Or you can click on the link in the video description. And check back soon, because we publish a new unique home tour every single week. Now watch this.